The fire of which I speak, that accompanies the new conditions offered to our planet, will rejuvenate, purify, reconstruct everything. The matter will be refined. Your heart will be liberated from anguish, troubles, incertitude, and they will become luminous. Everything will be improved, elevated. The thoughts, sentiments, and negative acts will be consumed and destroyed.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Inside there, okay? I come back. Here I come more often. Up there only one time. Hello. Việt Nam. Thái Văn hả? Thái Văn. 你不讲我也知道。还好吗？好。都凉了。哎，突然这边好凉哎。这个地方好凉，你们凉吗？凉。Enjoy while it lasts. I won't get any younger. Huh? Everybody happy, yeah? Yes. How many new people? How many new people? New? Yes. Today? Yes. Oh, welcome. Welcome, come into Mama. How many from Western? How many from Taiwan? Taiwan? New Taiwan? New Western? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where from? New Zealand. Australia.
USA.
Tunisian?
USA.
Oh, USA. This is down under, more than down under. French? I thought I saw you yesterday. No, it's somebody else, huh? Look like her, right? Oh, you probably have a double somewhere. Where is she? She gone? No. She's a triple, not a double. Yesterday I saw somebody was translating to someone look like her. Yeah, never mind. It's good. Do I have a double somewhere in case, All the important people have double. All the presidents have double. You can look at your mama, huh? Yeah, I also had to wait for you. See, after you eat, after you rest, after you go to the bathroom, I waited all day long. Yeah, and then I have to wait for the outside people to see me first, and then the downstairs people see me first. Left side see, and then right side see. And then my dogs wagging tails. I have to come and say, Mama busy. Don't worry, I see you later. Here's a little bone, veggie bone. Okay. Thank you very much. there's a prophecy there's somebody here. Wow, somebody said there's a prophecy about some new stuff. Who is Dr. Kwan? Are you here? No? Somebody introduce me. I hope I don't need it. My God. Oh, he's even in Who is Who and all that. What do I need all this for? If I need, I only need his medicine, not his biography. He's not here, right? Outside? Probably he saw me before, right? Oh, no. He's a chiropractic, right? No. You might need him? No, yeah. Be prepared. God. I had experience telling you. Your sickness will run away before he even comes. Too scared. Very scary. Okay. There's a prophecy of Peter Dunov. Oh, he's famous in Hungary, no? Any Hungarian here? Is he famous? Famous master? Peter Dunov. No. Huh? Bulgaria, not Hungary. Any Bulgarian here? Bulgarian master. Okay. He lived until 1944, was a being of very high level consciousness, at the same time an incomparable musician that gave during his whole life an example of purity, wisdom, intelligence, and creativity. For years he was established close to Sofia where he lived, surrounded by numerous disciples. By his radiance awakened the spirituality of thousands of souls in Bulgaria as well as the rest of the Europe. Some days before his departure to the other world, he was in a profound medium mystic trance. He made an extraordinary prophecy in regard to our troubled epoch that we are crossing today, a prophecy about the end of time and the coming of a new golden age for humanity. Very good. Good prophecy. We could always do with good prophecy. I can also have a prophecy that today you're going to sit here for a while and looking at an old woman. I mean, that you have been looking at before. It's nothing new. Yeah, but you like it. Here is this deeply moving testament. It is current and so vibrant that one doubts that these words were spoken almost 70 years ago, meaning it feels still alive, huh? Okay, this is the prophecy of the master of Bulgaria. He passed away already in 1944. It's recent, huh? 70 years ago. During the passage of time, the consciousness of man traversed a very long period of obscurity. This phase, which the Hindus call Kali Yuga, is on the verge of ending. We find ourselves today at the frontier between two epochs, that of Kali Yuga and that of the new era that we are entering. You know Kali Yuga, right? Hindu mean end of the Dharma age or whatever, the end of even the world, almost like that. Mean the dark age, Kali Yuga. Yeah. A gradual improvement is already occurring in the thoughts, sentiments, and acts of humans. But everybody will soon be subjugated to divine fire that will purify and prepare them in regards to the new era. Thus man will rise himself to a superior degree of consciousness, indispensable to his entrance to the new life. That is what one understands by ascension, rising up, huh? Yeah. Some decades will pass before this fire will come that will transform the world by bringing it a new model. You understood my English? This is beautifully written, you know. Yeah, not like the way I talked to you yesterday. My translation, I told you it's not elegant enough, but you understood, yeah? The main point, yeah? This is written in ancient type of literature, you know? It's not so modern. It's very difficult to translate into our rough time of computerized generation. This immense wave comes from cosmic space. Yeah, I know. And will inundate the entire earth. Wow, thank you for confirming. All those that attempt to oppose it will be carried off and transferred elsewhere. Another planet. Although the inhabitants of this planet do not all find themselves at the same degree of evolution, the new wave will be felt by each one of us. Do you? Do you or do you not? Because I've been working hard. And if you don't feel it, then I don't know what I've been working for. Wow. I'm so happy that somebody had foreseen this. I thought nobody knew. This master, he knew it before he passed away 70 years ago. About the cosmic waves. This immense wave comes from cosmic space. Wow. I love this. And will inundate the entire earth. Why, too? Hope so. I continue. Although the inhabitants of this planet do not all find themselves at the same degree of evolution, the new wave will be felt by each one of us, and this transformation will not only touch the earth, but the ensemble of the entire cosmos. Wow! I didn't know anybody would know. I'm so pleased. The best and only thing that man can do now is to turn towards God and improve himself consciously, to elevate his vibratory level so as to find himself in harmony with the powerful wave that will soon submerge him. Warning you. As a warning for you. This man spoke as if I wanted to speak. Wow, it's really, truly a great person. I mean, great clairvoyance. The fire of which I speak, that accompanies the new conditions offered to our planet, will rejuvenate, purify, reconstruct everything. The matter will be refined. Your heart will be liberated from anguish, troubles, incertitude, and they will become luminous. Everything will be improved, elevated. The thoughts, sentiments, and negative acts will be consumed and destroyed. It's beautiful, beautiful literature, not to talk about the accuracy. And none of you understood, huh? You understood what he's saying? I mean, the thing that you can approve, but you understood? I understand every single word. I'm so pleased. This is really a gift for me personally. You know, kind of confirmation, you know? I'm so pleased. As if this guy knew me and knew my work. So incredible. Your present life is a slavery, a heavy prison, understand your situation and liberate yourself from it. I tell you this, exit from your prison. It is really sorry to see so much misleading, so much suffering, so much incapability to understand where one's true happiness lies. Everything that is around you will soon collapse and disappear. Nothing will be left of this civilization, nor its perversity. Wow, that's scary. Something good coming, I hope. The entire earth will be shaken, and no trace will be left of this erroneous culture that maintains men under the yoke of ignorance. It is true also, huh? We have been yoked by ignorance. Earthquakes are not only mechanical phenomenon. Their goal is also to awaken the intellect and the heart of humans. This I also mentioned. So that they liberate themselves from their errors and their follies, and that they understand that they are not the only ones in the universe. Meaning, don't be too selfish, I guess. So self-centered and selfish. Yeah. Our solar system is now traversing a region of the cosmos where a constellation that was destroyed left its mark, its dust. Whew. This crossing of a contaminated space is a source of poisoning, not only for the inhabitants of the Earth, but for all the inhabitants of the other planets of our galaxy. Only the suns are not affected, thank God, by the influence of this hostile environment. Did you understand? There was a space that some of the constellation has been ruined, destroyed. But it still left its poisonous mark and influence, negative influence. So he said that our system, solar system, is traversing through that negative region right now. Well, we need protection as much as we can, huh? So every day, 5 names, meditation, prayers. What he said is true. Therefore, we have so many disasters, so constant, and war suddenly broke out from nowhere even, from normally up to recently, peaceful neighborhood, peaceful neighboring nations. You understand? Okay? It's not all man-made, but it's also man's collective karma that made this happen. You can see me behind there, yeah? This is as high as they make me. If I stand up, it's almost the same. Well, your brother told you that I am short, as if I didn't know. What do you think why I wear high heel, huh? I try my best to elevate myself for your beautiful view, but I can't try much higher, okay? Unless I walk on those steps, on ladder, like those circus people, big bamboo sticks. Huh? Stilts. I'm scared of those things. This region is called, I'm just trying to lighten you up because the prophecy is a little scary, huh? Okay, but don't worry, you're protected, you know that, okay? Oh, I also felt a terrible effect, but I didn't want to scare you. I didn't know this prophecy the first time to read it. I thought somebody gave something interesting, and I'm reading it for myself, and you are here, so you listen. I don't even know what it is. But since you already know, then you knew, okay? Don't be too scared, all right? Yeah, I have been shielding you for many things because it's not important to, it's not necessary to scare you, okay? Just, if you see some situation is bad, then you try to to make it better, you know? You don't have to always scare everyone. I don't mean him, I mean, it's my opinion. I do that. Been shielding you for some negative facts, yeah? This you don't need to always trouble your mind. Okay, but he say things that are truth. This region, by the way, is already here, so I confirm it with you. No? The thing that I have not wanted to tell you. This region is called the 13th zone. Bad number. Bad luck number, right? One also calls it the zone of contradictions. Our planet was enclosed in this region for thousands of years, but finally we are approaching the exit of this space of darkness, and we are on the point of attaining a more spiritual region, or entering a better region. Where more elevated, I think, yeah? Where more evolved beings live, yes. It's all because of karma also, okay? Yeah. The earth is now following an ascending movement, and everyone should force themselves to harmonize with the currents of the ascension. Those who refuse to subjugate themselves to this orientation will lose the advantage of good conditions that are offered in the future to elevate themselves. They will remain behind in evolution and must wait tens of millions of years for the coming of a new ascending wave. That's correct. But it was too big words and big pictures. I did not want to tell you. The earth, the solar system, the universe, all are being put in a new direction under the impulsion of love. But I guess I told some of this sometime, like whoever not evolved this time, in this period will have to wait, millions of years. I did say somewhere, I think, many years ago, in Chinese, right? In English also? A Silent Tears message? I don't remember. Okay. I just remember vaguely. But I remember I told this many years ago, before I became even popular. I was, maybe in Chinese or Vietnamese, or maybe just a group of small people and not recorded. But I don't remember recently I remember years ago. 2 decades ago, at least 2-3 decades ago. But it was not just, like passing by mention, Nobody has recorded or anything. Maybe old tape, worn out tape, with my broken Chinese. Wow, as if this master really knew things. He really knew things. He knew. Whew. I'm surprised. Yeah. They will remain behind in evolution and must wait tens of millions of years for the coming of a new ascending wave. The earth, the solar system, the universe, are being put in a new direction under the impulsion of love. Most of you still consider love as a decisory force. But in reality, it is the greatest of all forces. Money and power continue to be venerated as if the course of your life depended upon it. In the future, all will be subjugated to love, and all will serve it. Serve love, yeah. But it is through suffering and difficulties that the consciousness of man will be awakened. Of humans, better. I don't like always mention men. We women where? Where are we then? Normally they say human or man, But why don't they say, instead of humans, they would say man or mankind. Mankind is okay, but man alone, that's really exaggerated. Yeah? This is very, racist, Yeah. We're too racist.
In 1944, Sally spoke more towards mankind. In language, in speech.
From the 19th.
Okay. No, probably this is a translation. You know, he probably say humans, yeah, or mankind. Understand? Yeah, but most people sometimes they also use man instead of human. You know, and I just wonder why don't you use woman instead of for humans instead of man? You know, I just wonder. You know, I just wonder this language is sometimes very biased, meaning very discriminating. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, the terrible predictions of the prophet Daniel will is correct Daniel or Daniel? Daniel, huh? Daniel. If it's American, it's probably Daniel, right? English will be Daniel, something like that. English also Daniel. What?
She said the English do it wrong.
Oh yeah, of course. We should say water, not water. The T is equal to the D. Yeah, that's right? Potato, tomatoes. What for they invent the T when we can always say with D? Yeah, that had nothing to do like the Shankar got, you know, written T and then spoken D. Yeah, what for inventing an extra T for, you know, überflüssig. No, it's overdoing, huh? Okay. Daniel, written in the Bible, related to the epoch that is opening. There will be floods, hurricanes, gigantic fires, and earthquakes that will sweep away everything. Blood will flow in abundance. There will be revolutions. Terrible explosions will resound in numerous regions of the earth. Well, whatever he said came true, no? He really knew what he's saying. Where there is earth, water will come. And where there is water, earth will come. Meaning upheavals. Things change position and change conditions. God is love. Yet we are dealing here with chastisement, a reply by nature against the crimes perpetrated by men. Again? But it's true, most men do this. This is correct. In this regard, it's okay to use men. Yeah. Most we women don't go out and say, you know, go kill this and that and make war, no? Mostly it's men who do this. Okay. Perpetrated, you know, against the crimes perpetrated by man since the night of time against his mother, the earth. After these sufferings, those that will be saved, the elite, right? Yeah. Somewhere else it would be elite, you know. I don't know. The elite will know the golden age, harmony and unlimited beauty. Thus, keep your peace and your faith when the time comes for suffering and terror, because it is written that not a hair will fall from the head of the just, I mean the good one, the good. If you're good, not one hair will fall. But if you call me, come on, it falls a little. It's okay. It's not because you're not just, but it's just the time is up for that hair, you know? Yeah, everything comes, must go, right? Buddha says so, no? If you're born, you will die, no? Okay. Same with the hair, huh? Okay. Meaning that no harm, however minimal, will come to you if you're just, if you're pure and sincere. Understand? If you're good at heart. Don't be discouraged. Simply follow your work of personal perfection. Like what you're doing is a personal perfectionizing. I don't know if there's such a word in dictionary, but you understood, right? Okay. Sometimes I invent a word because just to suit the occasion. I do that with the Vietnamese poetry, with my poetry too. Some words in my poetry don't exist in Vietnamese language, but it's perfect, it's understood, and it's just suitable for that sentence, yeah, or to describe the feeling or whatever that I wanted to say. Yeah. Maybe these they put in new Vietnamese dictionary, adding, extension. You have no idea of the grandiose future that awaits you. A new earth will soon see day. In a few decades, the work will be less exacting, and each one will have the time to consecrate, spiritual. Consecrate, spiritual. I guess to more, holify it, more confirmed in your spiritual practice. Yeah. Make it more sacred, in your life. The spiritual practice, you will make it more sacred, more like a main theme in your life. Yeah. Intellectual as well and artistic activities all will be elevated, consecrated. Yeah. The question of rapport between man and woman will be finally resolved in harmony. Oh, be good. So you won't fight with each other anymore? Woman and man? Wow, that's good. Each one having the possibility of following their aspirations. The relations of couples will be founded on reciprocal respect and esteem. It's become an adverb, an adjective, not a noun. Yeah. Yeah, you understood anyway, okay? Yeah. Maybe the master found new words. Humans will voyage through the different planes of space and break through intergalactic space. They will study their functioning and will rapidly be able to know the divine word to fusion with the head of the universe. Yeah, we are traveling already to different planet already, huh? Even landed on comet. Oh God, I think I have to go to take English lesson again. The new era is that of the sixth race. Sixth race. Not the fifth race, but the sixth race. Just to let you know. I'm just careful in case you don't understand. Sixth, not sick. Yeah. Number 6. Sixth race. Because you're not used to it. You're only used to with the fifth race. You see? So I put, sixth race. The new era is that of the sixth race. Yeah. Number 6. Meaning higher than 5. The 6th is higher than the 5th. Your predestination is to prepare yourself for it, to welcome it, and to live it. Meaning you're going to enjoy. The 6th race will build itself around the idea of fraternity. It's probably not a lot physical on the 6th level of consciousness, but maybe the 6th level of beings consciousness will mingle on the earth energy. Understand me? So to uplift you, beyond the 5th recognition of consciousness. Do you understand? Because the 5th level and the 6th level are neighbors. Yeah? Yes. So in this case, if you're on the 5th level already, you probably will be able to mingle with the 6th after you ascended to the 5th level of consciousness. Do you understand? Due to the fact that the new era level of consciousness is influenced by the 6th level of beings. Capisco? Good. Very smart. So why were you laughing, I wonder? Why were you laughing when I said the sixth consonant, sixth race?
Because you're beautiful, Master.
Oh, beautiful.
I love you.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. That made my night. I probably won't be able to sleep tonight. Keep all the makeup on and a dress and just lay down, elegant. I'm beautiful. There will be no more conflicts of personal interest. The single aspiration of each one will be to conform himself, conform himself to the law of love. Wow, that will be beautiful. The sixth race will be that of love. A new island will be formed for it. It will emerge from the Pacific so that the Most High can finally establish his place on earth. A new island will be formed for the sixth race that is symbol of love. Will be that of love. A new island will be formed. Maybe just spiritually. Yeah. Because if a new island form, I don't know if God can come quick enough. The human will be there first. They'll be racing there. The overpopulated humans, overpopulated men will go over there, and occupy the best place first. This is mine, that's yours. Oh, no, all mine. It's like the beginning of Columbus era. Yeah. Just make joke with you, okay? Yeah. God will be there, I'm sure. God will be the first and the last, the beginning and the end and the middle. So this is the prophecy. It's written big. A new island will be formed for it, for this love, for this race of love. It will emerge from the Pacific. Wow. Even very specific here. Not just emerge somewhere, but in the Pacific, so that the Most High can finally establish his place on this planet. His, I say his, I don't know if he's a man or woman. Why his place? Man, his. His place on this planet, okay? The founders of this new civilization, I call them brothers of humanity, or also called children of love. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful. They will be unshakable for the good, and they will represent a new type of man. Again and again and again. That's why I'm a woman. To make a statement. He means that the new race of beings, of humans. Well, he's a man, so he keeps writing man. Maybe Master also differentiates. Okay, he means new race of humans, better, Again, man will form a family. How can man form family without woman? Okay, it means humans will form a family, as a large body. Global family. Then it's probably physical. Yeah. It not mean only spiritual or ethereal, but it means physical, because here he say humans will form a family, meaning word family, global family, a large body, and each people will represent an organ in this body. In the new race, love Love is written big here. Love will manifest in such a perfect manner that today's man can only have a very vague idea of it. Wow. Only men will have entered this area, so we women go where? Okay. Meaning humanity, okay? Humans, not just men. The earth will remain a terrain favorable to struggle, but the forces of darkness will retreat, and the earth will be liberated from them, from the darkness, from dark force. Yeah, wonderful. Humans, seeing that there is no... Oh, humans now. Finally, they remember there's a word human in dictionaries. Humans, seeing that there is no other path, will engage themselves to the path of the new life. No choice then. That is the path of salvation. In their senseless pride, some will, to the end, hope to continue on earth a life that the divine order condemns. But each one of these who revolt against the new era, but each one will finish by understanding that the direction of the world doesn't belong to them. They can't navigate the direction of the world. It belongs to the divine and the mass of the new species of humankind. Yeah? Okay. Make sure you're ready for that. More diligent. So when the day comes, you're matching the new consciousness, yeah? And then elevate even better from that. A new culture will see the light of day. It will rest on three principal foundations. The first, the elevation of women. Wow, we are coming. We are coming, baby. A new culture will see the light of day. It will rest on three principal foundations. First, the elevation of woman. Second, the elevation of meek and humble, of the meek and humble. Third, and the protection of the rights of man. This whoever translates, he's shaking his pen. He forgot the H and the U in the front, and the protection of the rights of humans. Yeah, okay. Or maybe he's a man, I don't know. Maybe at that time women rise up so mightily that we have to have a law to protect men from this terrible race of, that I have not mentioned all the time until now. Yeah, have respect for us, you men, huh? You hear that, huh? Hear ye, hear ye. We, women, will not waver, we will not falter. We will be victorious. Hoorah! There will be no man, no woman. There will be only humans, humanity. Yeah. There will be only enlightened, good, saintly beings. Yeah? We will forget that we are either man or woman. We will just live together, love each other in harmony and perfection. Okay, the light, the good, and justice will triumph. It is just a question of time. Hurry up. Yeah, now. Yesterday. The religions should be purified. I agree. Each contains a particle of the teaching of the Master of Light. That is correct. That's what we have been. That's what I have been telling you, huh? All these years. But obscured by the incessant supply of human deviation. You know, always separation. My religion better. Even my sectional religion is better. Within the religion, they fight already. Not to talk about a different religion. This is so nonsense. Insane. All the believers will have to unite and put themselves in agreement with one principle, that of placing love as the base of all belief. Bravo. Whatever it may be, love and fraternity, that is the common base. Yeah. Whatever belief it may be, we should put love as the base of it. That's it. It's a ground, a foundation of any religion at all. So I'm happy, very pleased with this master that he doesn't say, okay, follow Christianity, follow Buddhism, follow Muslim, follow Hinduism, Jainism, etc., etc. Okay? The reason I read to you many days, these 2-3 days from Buddhist Sutra is because some stories that remind you to practice. Doesn't mean I advocate Buddhism. You understand that? You know that. That's why I renounce even my nun's robe. So that there's no boundary, you know, between you and I, between you and your brothers and sisters. Yeah? If I were Buddhist nun, then I probably preach the same, of course. But then you, all the Buddhists will think I belong to you. And you probably kind of indifference a little bit or differentiate to the Christian, to the Muslim, to the Jains, or to the Hindus. You understand? So I renounce absolutely everything. I renounce also my reputation, my, I would say, the expectation of how I should look, how I should do things, and how I should teach you, or how I should behave myself, how I should live my life. I renounce everything to be free, also to free you, understand, of all the concepts, of anything that it make a boundary, anything that imprison you. So I renounce everything. So I have all these high heels. He was in the beginning, it was just a joke, but I told my attendants and all that, be careful with all my spiritual weapons. This is one of them. Yeah? So now you know, okay? I don't fight with sword or guns. I fight with my spiritual weapon. And they're cute, huh? Yeah. Harmless, lovely.
Put them on destroy.
Yes. Yeah. One of the I read somewhere in one of the magazine or newspaper in America a long time ago. They say Jesus also has his own prediction. He said that I will be reborn as a woman and nobody will recognize me. Have you heard of these? Yes. Oh, you have?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it's a secret and I was so proud to tell you. I was worried you might not even believe me. You think I'm trying to, you know, prophesy for myself or something. It's true, huh? There was one like that. There was one prophecy like that from Jesus. Okay, you go now where you belong.
The weapon go down.
Weapon, no, go where it belongs. Yeah, this is where I keep my weapon. I keep my weapons wherever appropriately, you know, wherever appropriate. Yeah. I have also a weapon up here and weapon everywhere, you know. It has to combine to make a powerful powerful force, yeah, to attack all kind of walls that imprison you. Yeah, you have too many walls, many concepts of how a master should look, how a master should behave. You know, it's always look holy, holy, and I don't care. Yeah, as long as I can help you, I do anything, anything that is harmless, of course. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in the future, this is a near future, that all the believers will have to unite and to put themselves in agreement with one principle, that is of placing love as the base of all belief, whatever that belief may be. Love and
Get started tonight.
we started already, long time ago. Love and fraternity, that is the common base. Yes. The earth will soon be swept by extraordinary rapid waves of cosmic electricity. I hope you felt it. A few decades, but it's better you don't feel too much because it's too powerful for you if you feel the whole thing. You know, sometimes it knocked me over. Yeah, I couldn't get up.
Is that the solar flares? Is that...
No. It's original cosmic power. The earth will soon be swept by extraordinary rapid waves of cosmic electricity. A few decades from now, beings who are bad and lead others astray will not be able to support their intensity, meaning they will reduce their power to mislead others or do bad things themselves. They will thus be absorbed by cosmic fire that will consume the bad that they possess. Then they will repent, because it is written that each flesh shall glorify God. Each flesh shall glorify God, mean all beings will glorify God. Yeah. Our mother, this is in parenthesis, each flesh will glorify God, meaning each being, yeah? Each moving being, sentient beings will glorify God. Our mother, the earth, will get rid of men. Well, our mother, the earth, will get rid of men that don't accept the new life. So much respect for us, the woman. Even the master is man, but he wrote it, fairly. He didn't say humans even. Get rid of men who are bad, who don't accept the new life. She will reject them like damaged fruit. They will soon not be able to reincarnate on this planet, criminals included. Wow. We're going to live a criminal-free world. We're going to live in a criminal-free world. That is coming decades. In the coming decades. Yeah, probably already beginning. Yeah. Maybe sometime that's why war broke out, just to eliminate the badness. Okay, listen. Here, even today is the 3rd, right? The 4th. 4th. Okay. And the 3rd even. Okay, yesterday. Yeah? Yesterday, yesterday 13 o'clock, 13:04. Yeah? I wrote down how many spiritual merit points I have, but you can't imagine. Because now it's a different system already. It's not just a billion, zillion, or gazillion of gazillion of gazillion of izillion of bizillion, but it's all the new numeral already changed and make into another new system, because I can't count anymore. So I just have to make always new a symbol of numbers, so that I know that I'm doing something. That's all. So that just count, but this really cannot count anymore now. Okay, so the 13:04 o'clock on the 3rd of August, yeah, it says here, I have 182 trillions plus gazillion of azillion. That is non-countable. The azillion there is already a mutation of bazillion of izillion of orzillion of a gazillion of gazillion of gazillion and so weiter and so forth, so on and so forth. Understand? A spiritual merit point, SMP. Thanks all you councils, all you power, cosmic power, God original power. All this. This is yesterday. Okay? I wrote it short. I said, thanks all you council power, cosmic, God original power. Now you understood?
Yes.
Now you understood what the master was saying. This master was saying. Okay. On the 2nd of August, yeah, or 1st August or July, whatever, it's the same. Just to show it to you, okay? 2nd of August, 12:44 p.m. Yeah. That is, I meditate roughly 11 hours. I wrote it here. Yeah. I mean, not only sitting, but standing, walking, working meditation, altogether around 11 hours. That is from 1:32 a.m. until 12:44 p.m. that day, yeah? So I didn't see you in the afternoon, remember? And I have 11 hours of that, of meditation, and I have 811 million gazillion of gazillion SMP. That was lower. But in a few hours or one day after, it's become, gazillion already. Yeah. So it's very fast nowadays. And then again, I say thanks, all you. I mean, sometimes I write your school, but if I don't have time enough, I just say all you. Yeah. Original councils. Yeah. Normally, I say louder than that and longer. If I thank them, I don't just say all you councils. I wrote it down, but when I thank them in person, it's different. It's a long thank you in Pusu. I would praise them also for their power and their real quality. Like, thanks mighty, merciful, Yoske, all councils, for all beings, enlightenment, love, and peace. And then I thank another one, like I thank original universe power, immense and superb power, for all beings, enlightenment, peace, and love. And then I thank God, original power, for all beings, enlightenment, peace, and love, or love and peace. Yeah. And I thank our cosmic, you see this? Cosmic original power. You see? I wrote it here. It's not like I'm telling you now and I didn't do it. Even I say to them in meditation or begin a meditation during and after, but I also wrote every time. Every time I count my spiritual merit point, I never forget to thank them. Yeah. See? Thanks all you councils, yes. All you power, God, cosmic original power, yeah. And I say etc. for help. Yeah. I wrote it very short, understand? Sometimes if I don't have time, at least I say thanks and love all who helps forever. Yeah. If I don't have time to write all you, cosmic power, God power, then I wrote thanks all, okay? Yeah. But I never wrote down without thanks. Never. Always. You see, even here, like I don't have enough time, then I say thanks all for help, love you forever. Love you all forever, yeah? Forever plus, yeah? Or for eternity plus, yeah. And then I wrote down how much bad karma I erased, and how much good karma I procure up to date.
Can you tell us how much?
Tell you what?
Can you tell us how much English is possible?
Oh, I see. Okay. I read. yesterday, huh? Huh? Yesterday, 3rd of August, is the last one, huh? The latest one. I had on 18, the hours, 18:29 p.m., yeah? I have 2 zillion, gazillion of a zillion SMP, okay? Yeah. And then up to that time, yeah, up to that time, it's maybe just a few hours, from 14 to 18. And then the bad karma, I have minus 48 gazillion of gazillion of gazillion of gazillion zero. Gazillion is many of gazillion of gazillion of billion of whatever, okay? A gazillion, not gazillion. Huh? So 2 zillion of gazillion of gazillion of gazillion of gazillion. G-E-R. Okay, you see that? You see that? Huh? I'm not telling lie. See that? Gazillion zero. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, even Master must prove it. Like Chakra, he would come and ask how I prove it to him, whether what I say is correct or not, sincere or true or not. You see, got to prove it. Yeah. Today, I did not know about this thing today. You see? Yeah, I did not intend to show this to you. I never wanted to show it. Just because I thought, what am I telling you? There's nothing I can prove it to you. What for, Like boasting stuff. But now I read this, and it's just like he knew it. So now I just show it to you, okay? So yesterday, and the good karma I have, the bad karma, I before I write bad karma, now I just write BK, because I don't want to write the word bad in here. So BK minus, you see? But the good karma, I write a big good karma. You see this? BK means bad karma, BK, yeah? And then good, I say good, big, yeah? Sometimes I say good K, sometimes I say good karma. It depends on how hurry I was. Yeah? You don't think I am hurry. I have a lot of, you don't think I have little time, but I have little time. I have to think of things. I have to organize this and that. Not just spiritual, but working. A lot of stuff, yeah? Yeah. And dogs need attention. They're old now. You never know when they die, so the more attention every day as much as possible. Just now, after I left you outside, I came home and Harley wagging tail, and I also still need to hug him for a while and say, I love you, are you all right, and everything, because he coughed a little, and I worry. I say, are you okay? And then I hug him, kiss him, and caress him, and then he's okay. happy, And then all the dogs also want, same, and then so it takes some time, yeah? Every little second count. Then I give them some little snacks, Then I have to go and refresh myself, yeah? And pick out what is suitable clothes for today, yeah. Sometimes I can pick out, sometimes I have to ask the God of dressing. Help. I don't know what to wear today, yeah. Okay, BK is minus 48 gazillion of gazillion gear. Gazillion, zero. I mean G2, that means gazillion of gazillion, okay? I'm too lazy to keep writing gazillion. So when it's more than, I say GZ3 or 4. mean gazillion of gazillion of gazillion of gazillion. And then gazillion. Of gazillion, yeah. Zero, mean finito, yeah? Minus, up to 0. And then good karma is plus 58 gazillion of gazillion of gazillion of gazillion. Gazillion, yeah. So I don't have much time, so I say thanks and love forever, all love and help. Okay? And run. To you, I guess. And the 22nd, the 20:32 p.m. Yeah. Before I run, I guess. It's 5 zillion of gazillion of a zillion spiritual merit point, and thanks and love all supporters forever. Okay? And today I had only 2 times. At 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:35 a.m., 18 zillion gazillion of a zillion SMP, spiritual merit point, yeah? And at 13 o'clock, 13:01 p.m., 190 zillion gazillion of a zillion. Thanks, all, and love, you know. Thank you and love forever. That's a long hour, né? Long hours. So I have a lot. It's a double of the zillion, double of spiritual merit points. Okay, now you nosy satisfied? Your nose is satisfied?
And Master, is that the karma just of this planet, or is it the karma of the whole universe?
Karma from everywhere. Yeah. Of course. All the shadow universe. Where else? You think in the original universe they have karma for me? No. They have only love and help, you know, and assistance, because I'm all alone here. All right, yeah? That was the latest news, okay? And the rest are similar, yeah? Similar. It's nothing much really, yeah? Nothing much, it's always similar, okay? I just want to show you that I really thank them all. The original Eosku councils. Eosku, immense and superpower. You don't say mighty. Immense and superpower. That's the exact word I have to thank them. And then I thank God's original power. And I thank the cosmic original power. It's a fourth thing. And then, just in case, I say thanks all else who help. Who helps all beings, yeah? Enlightenment. All beings to get enlightenment, peace and love. Every day I thank you. Many times. Every time. Mostly I meditate like 5, 6 times a day. It depends, of course, but 5, 6 times a day. And then every time after the finish one session of meditation, I wrote down my spiritual merit point that I earn, and I thank them all the time. So 5, 6 times a day, I thank them all. I'm a very grateful person for you. I represent you to thank you. Are you tired? A little bit, yeah. You want to go sleep? It's okay. All right. No, I mean him. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I have something here. If you drop it in your eyes, will be refreshing a little bit. I have to do that all the time, so I have it here even. Yeah. It's only half, but you can keep it. It can be used for several times. I don't always use one at the same time. You take it out, and after you drop it, you squeeze the head back inside to cover again. Okay? It's already open, but I close it again. I use one like that for many days, many times. It depends on how often I use. Sometimes it can be used for 2-3 days, sometimes 1.5 days. I don't just throw away after use. No, I still can use it. All right, where were we? The bad one, the Mother Earth will reject them like damaged fruit, and they will soon not be able to reincarnate on this planet. That's what I have planned to. He said exactly what I have been thinking, Yeah. I say, this planet, there are many good people, So if you, the karma God, want to eliminate the bad one, then just take them only. And leave all the good one here. You can't just punish the whole planet for a handful few. Yeah. And that's why sometimes it's kind of rushing, rushing. The war broke out and stuff like that. It looked like man-made, but it's not. It's the cosmic power caused all this to happen, to purify the planet, understand? So whoever stays will be up to the standard of the new era, okay? You behave yourself, huh?
Master, has the shift been faster in 2015?
Yeah, it's been faster. You feel that?
In myself and
Yeah.
other people around me.
Yeah. from the half or almost beginning of 14. It's been accelerating. Yeah. So we cannot just blame one government or one leader of the world. It is a collective consciousness of negative accumulation, of man. Yeah. Oh, I speak the language, I didn't invent it. I did not invent the word man. Even the master said the earth will reject the man to a bat. She didn't say reject the woman, huh? Okay. Well, I love you also, man. Okay. I have not intended to offend you, but you are very meager number, everywhere in my center. Always a man so little, a woman, everywhere. Meaning, huh? Now you know, yeah? Woman power, huh? No, women are more sensible, more open, okay, to goodness and to the things that they sense it. They sense what's good for them quicker than men somehow. It's like that, huh? But in the Buddha's time, it's different. They look down upon women. Originally, women are not allowed to be nun even. I guess because of the austere way of life, it's not too suitable for women. But later on, because of his mother, his godmother, his aunt was also like adopted mother, pleaded with him. Then so he allowed women into the Sangha. First time ever for India at that time, up to then, you see? So Buddha is really a very revolutionary guy, huh? I mean, master, sorry. I call myself woman also, Just now I say, read the story, woman. Meaning myself, yeah? Okay. Or I call myself old woman sometimes. I make fun of myself too. So I guess the Buddha can take a few jokes or two, one or two jokes. All right. It's funny, I saw some jokes or some pictures somewhere. They say somebody think that Jesus is too serious, So they make something like Jesus picture, Jesus, a statue like this with a thumbs up and a smile, like Buddy Jesus, they call it. So it's okay if I call Buddha a guy, He's a guy too, He was a guy, he wasn't a woman, no? Right, okay. Oh man, don't we have fun? From all these funny masters, huh? Yeah. The masters, they're supposed to be fun, fun-loving and inspiring people to laugh and to be happy. So why not, huh? Yeah. Only those that possess love in them will remain on this planet. Everything else will be rejected. Okay. There is not any place on earth that is not dirty with human or animal blood, tainted, contaminated. Yeah, we've been killing. The master saying in the past or now, you see, there's no place that we have not contaminated with human blood or animal's blood. We've been killing. She must therefore submit to a purification, the earth. Yeah. And it is for this reason that certain continents will be immersed while others will surface. Yeah, surface. So some old will be gone and some new will come. Men do not... Again? Okay, terrible. Humans do not suspect to what dangers they are menaced by. Forced to have, forced to experience. They continue to pursue futile objectives and to seek pleasure. On the contrary, those of the sixth race will be conscious of the dignity of their role and respectful of each one's liberty. They will nourish themselves exclusively from products of the vegetable realm in the vegetable kingdom. Wow! Their ideas, this is all the prophecy, nah? Yeah. If he say will, then it's a prophecy. If he say is, meaning he describing the situation that we were in, or are still in. Yeah. Blood of animals and human is correct, no? Everywhere we kill. Since time we don't remember. And still do. That's why we keep the planet continuously, even though it's all deteriorating. This for the day of change, for the chance that we will have if the planet still exists. You see, if the planet's gone, then no more chance for anyone to improve. No time left. So that's why the planet has been tried to be kept alive. Yeah? Okay? All right. Their ideas mean the sixth race of beings that will inhabit the earth. Their ideas will have the power to circulate freely as the air and light of our days. Whoop! Beautiful. The words, parenthesis, if you are not born again, apply to the sixth race. Yeah. Mean they won't die. If they won't die, they cannot be born again. And these people are not to be born or to be dead, yes, or to die. Yeah. Read chapter 60 of Isaiah. It relates to the coming of the sixth race, the race of love. Yeah. The sixth race is also called the race of love. It's predicted in the Bible. Chapter 60 of Isaiah. Okay? You check it out. After the tribulations, man will cease to sin. Man will cease to sin. We don't worry because we never sin. This I like. This man word here is very correctly applied. Man will cease to sin and will find again the path of virtue, meaning humans will live virtuously in the very near future. Some decades, since then, since the Master predicted. That is 7 decades ago. Yeah? Yeah. So probably we won't be long to have this day coming. Because he said decades in the future. He didn't say tens of decades or centuries. So meaning 7th already, probably before the 10th decades, So very good. Hopefully so. Praise. Praise the God's power. The climate of our planet will be moderated everywhere and brutal variations will no longer exist. Wonderful. The air will once again become pure. The same for water. Wow. Praise be God. Praise be all the original power and councils and masters. Wow. Beautiful. Water and air will be pure again. Wow. The parasites will disappear. Wow. No more bacteria. No more trouble. Wow, I love that. Men will remember their previous incarnations. We don't remember. Humans will remember their previous incarnations, and they will feel the pleasure of noticing that they are finally liberated from their previous condition. Improved, upgraded. In the same manner, that one gets rid of the parasites and dead leaves on the vine, on the vine. So act the evolved beings to prepare humans, to serve the God of love. Wow, that will be the day. They give to them good conditions to grow and to develop themselves. And to those that want to listen to them, they say, do not be afraid. Still a little more time and everything will be all right. You are on the good path. May he that wants to enter the new culture study consciously work and prepare. Thanks to the idea of fraternity, the earth will become a blessed place. And that will not wait. But before, great sufferings will be sent to awaken the consciousness. Sins accumulated for thousands of years must be redeemed. The ardent wave emanating from on high will contribute in liquidating the karma of peoples. I profit that already. Eliminate my karma. Yeah. The liberation can no longer be postponed. Humanity must prepare itself for the great trials that are inescapable and are coming to bring an end to egoism. Under the earth, something extraordinary is preparing itself, a revolution that is grandiose and completely inconceivable will manifest itself soon in nature. God has decided to redress the earth and will do it. It is the end of an epoch. A new order will substitute the old, and an order in which love will reign on earth. It's finished this prediction. Yeah. It is from Master Peter Dunoff, Proposed on the Future, 1944, adaptation, Olivier de Rouvroy, September 2003. So this person has, publicized this. It's beautiful. I think we saw him on TV, This Bulgarian master with his disciples. We saw his old videotape on TV, right? I remember now. Wow, he looks beautiful. Even at old age, so beautiful. Huh? This one. Okay, you know him already then. I mean, I didn't know it was from him. I just read it the first time, just like you did. Well, thank whoever give it here, okay? It is,
You know how last October 11th you said in 3.5 years we'll have world peace if we pray for it?
Yeah?
How much of that do you think will happen in 3.5 years?
In 3.5 years, from now on?
Or 3 years?
From now on? Why you want to ask me? You will see. You will see. You see quick enough.
About what you see.
I only pray every day and do my job. And everything else will come along. Okay? You too. Well, as this master say, we're going to have peace and love soon. Decades. Be patient. It was put together with all the property, new property. And, airport and whatever.
Thank you so much, Master, for sharing it with us.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Very exciting.
Huh? Exciting, huh? Yeah. Especially many things already came true. So that means other things will come true also, huh?
Can we share it in the magazine?
Huh?
Can we share it in the magazine?
I'm sure. Why not? Yeah. You send it to the magazine. You copy it and return it to me.